Hello, everyone, and welcome to a semi-new 1-in-1. Now, technically, this is actually the first or the second 1-in-1 we've ever done, but the first one to ever be labeled as a quickie, as we used to call them. Mark and I did this game. I was the one who played. He co-commentated way back on our channel, but we played it on a web browser. We played it on a web browser emulator, and the quality was not very good. It was captured at, I think it was captured at 30 frames per second, and then it was edited at 30 frames per second. The frame rate just looked like an absolute mess. And on top of that, I played on normal mode rather than playing on the highest difficulty, heavy mode, which is one of the few games where I can actually do that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heavy mode. Now, normally when doing stuff like this, I would just skip doing the cutscenes and whatnot again, but because I'm doing this mostly because of how bad the quality was on the original recording, I'm actually going to sit through all of the cutscenes again, because they are very graphically impressive for the Sega Genesis, and I want to show them off in more grandeur. I just finished doing a practice run of this game before doing this recording session, and in my practice run I actually got through heavy mode without dying once. So obviously I'm going to die a whole bunch in this, because that's how it tends to go for me. X up. Yeah, there we go. I believe there is a healing thingy in this level. There we go. At least I thought there was. Whew! Maybe it's taken out in heavy mode. One thing about heavy mode is you'll see all the colors are a little bit different in some of the levels. Like, this level takes place more at night, I guess. I've already mentioned this before, but this particular track goes on for way longer than this scene. I'm not even sure why that is, honestly. Once you take out the legs, you can just sit here, and this thing can't hit you. Even on heavy mode. Because its homing missiles just get swatted down. Even if something did get through, even on the highest difficulty, your ranger, your mech suit, is very, very tanky. It can take a lot of hits. A lot of hits. The music during these little wireframe cutscenes has a very dream-like element to it. Very somber tone. I've also been giving thought to redoing a few other 1-in-1s that we've done, particularly games like Decap Attack, which also had some really bad quality. That had bad quality for a multitude of reasons. One of which being that we were playing it on the Genesis collection on the PS3, but we didn't have component cables, so we were recording it with composite cables. Ugh. Get some health back. Yeah, I think they took that thing out on the first mission. I'm still kind of somewhat obsessed with trying to take out as many enemies as possible sometimes, because you get continues by doing that. Plus, as I said, you're very tanky in this game. So I can afford to take out enemies. Yeah. Ooh, nice, I can hear the little things pop from the left ear there. Hey, come back here. I want this. There you are. Come on. Thank you. Sheesh. Stupid thing didn't want to die. And, yeah. The reason I wanted the landmine here, obviously, is it gets down into that little hole. And it just happens to be a fairly powerful weapon for not too much. Might be a good idea to heal before I go on any further. Foida! You don't want to dip your toe in the water in this level because it's all acid. Why your little motorcycle can go in when you're not in it and be fine. Shut up and don't ask questions, that's why. But if you're linked up with it and you go in, well, that's a completely different story because, shut up. This thing is best for these guys here. You don't want to use the landmine on that because the landmine will take out the little things that you can land on. I mean, it'll help with the tanks, but well, I mean, I guess I could have used the landmine there. It wouldn't have been too bad, I suppose. But, you know, there's also that. Typically, the rule of thumb with most of these levels is that if they give you a new weapon in a level, they usually want you to use that weapon in that level. Because there's something about the weapon that is somewhat tailor-made for that level's area. That level. For the terrain, for the... just everything. Though some weapons tend to get overlooked by some people for a variety of reasons. Get that and that exposed. I want the flamethrower. and we want to expose as many of these worms as possible. Apparently the worms are allergic to light, so they're either vampire worms or nerd worms. Light! No! Not natural sunlight! Oh noes! This is a slow and tedious and boring process. But it helps with getting points, which can get you more continues, which are... continues are essentially just extra lives in this game. I don't know why they call them continues. But, whatever. Ooh, got some slowdown here. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, you're allergic to light? Well, you know what? Fire is a type of light. Ow. Alright. It's landmine time. And run away! Run away! You stupid things. Die! That works. I swear, landing on that thing is a little tricky sometimes. This just looks funny, honestly. Ooh, that was a Continue! Thank you. Thank you. Spank you. And you can, of course, knock these guys into the acid. And when they explode, it will count as your kill. Running into enemies doesn't hurt you, so sometimes it's just best to run past these guys, get here as fast as possible, and once you kill that thing, you basically are immune to everything, so just kill as many enemies as you can during that time. Huh. I usually take them out just using the homing shot for my thing, but that actually seems to work better. And you get your power back really quickly, so it's not like it's a waste. I'm still impressed by this 3D effect even today. Like, this is just really impressive looking. When I was doing this boss in my practice run, there was times I was like, wait, is this really heavy mode? Because it's barely hurting and it's dead. Ba-da-ba-bow! Oh boy. We're about to go to the level that has the best music in the game. Stage 3 Start. Bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum 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 ba dum dum dum. see these small little fruits, you can knock them off the tree and your mech will somehow get healed by the fruits. Yeah, I don't know how that works either. It's just, it works, but I don't ask how. And of course, if you go above the trees, you'll get your power back faster due to your robot being mostly solar powered. As the cutscene showed, the enemies are airdropping in. These fruits are everywhere, though sometimes the hitbox can be a little janky on them. There's another one dropping in. Also, those things that the targets that I'm taking out are the things that are actually making these air enemies. They're the ones releasing them. Okay, so there's more over this way. Yeah, I know I'm adding a few extra notes here and there. This music is awesome. Get up, use the fruit so I can heal my own mech. I don't know how that works, but it just sorta does. Oh, daggone it. Sometimes my computer deselects windows. I couldn't move because the emulator window got unselected. I don't know how that happened, but it did. And it's fucking annoying. It's like, hello, trying to do something here. And back to full health. I seriously don't know why that happens when my windows get deselected. Like, I was using that, thank you! Yeah, a Hawk weapon really helps out here because it's just great for when you're being overwhelmed by large swarms of enemies. It very much acts like Beat from Mega Man. In fact, even though I believe Beat predates this thing, but I actually experienced this weapon first from this game. Ow. What are you even shooting at me? Is it like just really high-powered water or something? This thing honestly looks like something that would have been in a Metroid game. Although, considering the size of it, it's more of a Kaizu. Well, technically Kaizu just means strange creature, so it doesn't have to be like building or mech size, but no, wait, is it Kaiju or Kaizu? I think it's Kaiju. Kaiju, yeah. Okay, I said it wrong. Sorry everyone, I'm a fake weeb, I don't know what I'm talking about. Come at me, Bubble Brain! Sometimes the bubbles are in the background or the foreground, in which case they can't actually hit you when they're like that. I still say this thing makes me think of a Metroid boss. Like if I wasn't in a just giant robot suit. If I wasn't like in a Gundam. And was more in like the type of robotic suit that Samus wears. Now, here's where you really start to get into the actual differences between normal and heavy mode. There are no platforms for you to land on in heavy mode. I think the same thing goes for hard mode as well. There are no, like, little platforms, floating platforms for you to land on, so you have to figure out how to get through some areas without having the benefit of having the little platforms to stop on. And the way you do that is if you crouch before taking off, you can actually fly for longer. I don't know why that works. I have no idea how you would ever figure that out. I don't even know how I figured that out. I think I figured it out by accident. Like, I noticed that there were times when I could fly for longer, and I wasn't sure why that was happening. And then it was like, oh. It's happening because of this reason. And of course, the most powerful weapon in the game is in this level. I might wait to use that thing. Some of the enemies in this game don't even look like they're supposed to be. Like these jetpack guys, if you just told me that they were just normal guys with jetpacks, I would believe you. But, you know, we know that we're in a giant mech. Well, I guess giant is relative. It could be a fairly small mech by mech standards. Still haven't gotten to the point in Xenoblade Chronicles X where we can use a mech yet. At least in our LP anyways. I mean, I've beaten the game. Like with every level, there is a limited amount of enemies in this stage, so once all of them are taken care of, there won't be much to annoy me in this stage. Oh, wait, there was the thing. I missed the thing. No! I want the thing! That's what I was shooting out all these darn windows for. Better still be there by the time I get up there. Yes. Whee! Yeah. Grab that real quick. As my power slowly recovers. What? I swear landing on this thing is tricky sometimes. Oh, I love this gun. Gonna have some fun. Fun on the bun with a gun. Like Americans. Doop-a-dip-boo-doo-dip-a-boo-dip-boo. Almost look like a person standing in that window down there. And that is why I like that gun. Like that gun, like that gun. That is why I like that gun. Like that gun, my son. Come down here to get my power to recharge a lot faster. Another thing you can do with these guys, these things, is if you get up right next to them, you can make their minds... daggone it, I fell. Oh. The one enemies that are, like, crawling along the building, they shoot things at you that make your heat signature go up more for your jetpack. That thing on the far right side of the screen there at the bottom. That's my jetpackness. And if I lose my jetpackness, I can't jetpack. But yeah, those guys in the building, you can get right up under them and make the mines that they produce blow up on top of them, and that'll take them out. It's times like this that I realize enemies actually do have a little bit more health on this mode. Sometimes I forget because they still go down pretty easily. And you want to shoot the core. Starts to spin, and when you shoot the pink ball, it comes out after you. So just keep switching the sides. I wanted to finish him off with a... But, whatever. Oh boy, the stealth level. This is actually my least favorite level. It's an interesting concept, and I've actually managed to get through here before without setting off those spotlights. But man, is it difficult. The thing, in these 3D graphics, that thing almost looks like some kind of mixer or egg beater or something. Go with this for now. Yep. The Falcon's a pretty good weapon for this level. However, the plasma shot you get in this is actually better. Because it's very economically friendly, it costs very little energy to use. And it can block enemy shots. Whoa. Plus, it's got a fairly wide range. So by taking that out, the thing on the track couldn't sustain itself. It's actually a pretty good weapon for this is actually a pretty good weapon for a slow-paced level, which this unfortunately is a slow-paced level. There we go. And my power levels are still fairly reasonable for where I'm at. Oh. Whoa. There's a website some people made, for, like, basically adding, like, achievements to old games and whatnot. I can't remember if that was True Achievement or if it was another site. True Achievements might be a different site, where I think True Achievements is like they retally the worth of certain achievements based on how difficult those achievements are. So for like retallying your gamer score, I think the site I'm thinking about is something slightly different. Oof, that was a bit hairy. But yeah, someone should make like a retro achievement for this game that is like getting through stage 5 without triggering the alarm once. The problem with sites like that is that they go on the honor system. Kind of goes on the honor system. Whoa. Take out this track here. I think there's a way that you can make it so that the spotlights, when they spot you, won't actually summon anything. Because I've had that happen before, but I have no idea how or why that works in particular. Staying on the bottom and having your flying gun, I still say that thing looks like a flying gun, give you some cover fire from the air, is a pretty good tactic if you want to just stay alive. Not the best tactic if you want to speed run, but you know, these guides aren't for speedrunners. They're for just average Joes looking to get through a game. Though I might, at one point or another, use some speedrunning tech. Okay. Wait for it. Wait for it. And go. Ooh, that was really hairy. Wait for it to get behind the building. I'll just let that laser pepper that dude. How far are you gonna come out? Okay, good. Good, good, good. If I'm able to take these guys out now, they won't be a nuisance later. Can't get the other one because I can't see him. And I can't coax him out any further. Okay. That won't be a full heal, but it will be something. Don't want to go too far too fast. Yeah, this is why they give you this weapon. It's It's a slow-paced weapon that blocks enemy shots, has good range, has good wide coverage, decent power. And keeps pace with the rate of recharge in this stage. Boom. I could have just taken this thing out here, but that would have meant having to rush past that one guy, and I did not have the health for that. Whoa. Careful. My ship can just take these guys out. Which is good for me, because I need to let my power recharge a little bit. I can just take that out. And now he's gone. Alright, I don't want to go down there. I think there's another healing thingy down there, but just don't want to go down there. Well, actually, there's another healing thingy down this way. There's a searchlight there, so I'm going to be careful. Whoa. Yes! And I managed not to get spotted, I think. You come back here! For this boss fight, though, you want to switch back to this thing, because holy crap. And we're back with the X-Up, the Cybercycle, the one-wheeled bird-faced wonder. Haven't even used a continue yet. Oh, when you use a continue, you just start back exactly where you died, and all the enemies you killed stay dead, so it's one of the reasons I haven't made a save state yet. Yeah, those things. Okay, I want to kill you. And these guys you want to kill by just ramming into them. Because when you do that, you get your last special weapon, the energy shield. Whoops. When you press the special weapon button while in your either of your link-up things, that's how you change your weapons. And if you're using a 6-button controller, the B button swaps in one direction and the Y button swaps the other way. So the B button swaps the weapon beneath you, or beneath your current choice, and the Y button swaps the weapon above your current choice. And of course, this power shield just gives you basically more health. So I can just throw it on here, and just go right through these guys with not a care in the world. So yeah, this game isn't honestly all that hard. And kabluminated. Since that tends to move the screen forward. Take him out. Kaboom! Sheesh, another continue? I haven't even used my first. I can't remember how many I think the number of continues you start with changes depending on the difficulty mode. Ah, that is so satisfying. Oh, whoops. I pressed the button before I got out of the thing. That just looks weird. Whoa. Alright. Put on that before going to destroy those. Kill you guys. And out of my way. Just want my power to refill a bit. Kamehameha, na 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 na. This tends to be a little tricky to pull off. Where's my cycle? What the fuck? Where'd it go? Did it get stuck? Oh, it better not have gotten stuck. Oh, that'll suck. Where the fuck is it? Where'd it go? Ah, damn it. I think it got stuck. Shit. Oh, that sucks. That did not happen in my practice run. That means I have to get through here without it. I don't even know how it got stuck. I wonder if I were to die and use a continue, would it respawn with me? I don't know. I've had it get stuck before, but it's not a common occurrence. I don't even think it's supposed to get stuck. I think it's supposed to come with you throughout the level. No, it does not rejoin you. Huh. Which means I'm gonna have to... Usually I take this thing out using the... What? Usually I have my damn Cyber Cycle with me for this boss, and it goes really fast. But I don't have that right now. Because it got stuck. Although, honestly, this is not a particularly difficult boss fight. It's just lasting longer than it should. Yeah, this is not a hard boss fight, it's just taking forever because I don't have the resources I normally have going. When I did this the first time, though, I actually did this level properly and got through the, got into here with my, Cyber Cycle. I've actually been wanting to do this again on heavy mode. But the thing that really made me just fire this up again and take a crack at it this time was just because originally we had done this game right after we finished Phantasy Star 1, and I did it because the final boss, who was coming up, the way that guy slides out, it's just still kind of funny. The final boss kind of makes me think of like a Dark Falls type enemy. Or a Dark Force type enemy. Honestly, the best tactic is just to put on the shield and just get right up in his face. And there he goes. I got an extra continue. So I got back the one continue I lost. I just find that kind of funny. And now we get to see a wireframe of our mech. Just spanning around. Graphics G-Fighter Re-Sinfui. Well, graphics person, you did a fantastic job, Mr. Graphics Guy. Music composer, dude, you also did well. Very well indeed. Awadare? Do you dare? Awadare. Shibuya Doojan. But I was gonna make an isometric joke there, but nah. And it was this image that really made me go, wait, is that a guy in a cockpit? Oh, this is a big-ass mech. And then a lot of the rest of the game started to make more sense. Well, that's it for heavy mode. I can now put this game to rest. Bye.